Lots of question in which we have to continue one more question of in binary tree, which is in which we have to use the BFS. Okay, so the question is maximum level sum of binary tree. So in this question there is given a root of in a binary tree, and the level of a root is 1. It is always 1. Okay, sorry, the root is not always 1. The root is 1 and the level of children is 2. Okay, and so on. After that this is so on, means 1, 2, 4 and 8, something like that. Okay, so you just have to return the smallest level of x, means the level x whose sum is maximal. Okay, so let's understand with an example. Here is given an example. 1, 7, 0, 7 and -8. Okay, so here is given a binary tree. You have to return the level x whose sum is maximal. Okay, so first you have to check the first level sum. First level sum is 1. Okay, second level sum is 7 plus 0, which is 7. Okay, and the third level sum, it is 7 plus -8, 7 -8, which will give -1. Okay, so whose sum is maximum? There is 1, 7 and -1. The maximum sum is 7, so you just have to return the level 2. Okay, so you just have to return the answer 2, which representing the level. Okay, return 2. 2 will represent the level, so you just have to return it. So how can you approach this question? First you have to create a queue. Okay, and then you just have to push it. First let's do this. Okay, first you have to create a queue. I'm just telling you the approach. First you have to create a queue and push the 1. Okay, and then you just have to initialize the while loop and check while queue is not empty. You just have to traverse till queue is not empty, and then let's write it here. So first you have to create queue of tree node. Okay, tree node of queue. Okay, and then you just have to do queue dot push comma root, queue dot push root. You just have to push the root, which is 1, and then create int level, which will count the number of level, which is initially 0, and then also initialize the answer and maximum, which is int min. Okay, you just have to do this, and then you just have to do the while loop, while q dot empty. Then you just have to do int l, q, int l equals to q dot size, sum equals to 0, level plus plus. Okay, and then create for int I equals to 0, I less than l, and then you just have to do I plus plus. Okay, and then again you just have to create a tree node cn, which is q dot front, and then you just have to do pop, q dot pop, and then you just have to check if cn left is exist. If it is exist, then you just have to do the push the element in a queue. Okay, and if it is not exist, then you just have to move forward. So if it is exist, then you just have to do q dot push cn left. Okay, if cn right is exist, then you just have to do q dot push cn right. Okay, and then you just have to do sum plus equals to cn well. After this ending of for loop, you just have to check if sum is greater than max. If it is greater than max, then you just have to do two things. The first one is answer equals to level, okay, and maximum equals to sum. Okay, so you just have to do these two things, and after this you just have to return answer. I hope you understand. So let's run this code. If sum is greater than max, it's written max, not man. Yeah, this code works fine. Let's submit this. Yeah, this has been accepted.